Hey, this is Jim with NDI November, a special event we're running all month long, and today I've got a great show for you, joined by our friend Jesse Miller with Midtown Video.
Thanks for having me on the show, Jim. I'm Jesse Miller, General Manager with Midtown Video. We're a boutique integration firm in Miami, Florida. We build streaming and broadcast studios. We build video conferencing suites, stadium and venue sound packages, and whatever creative stuff our clients come up with.
Jesse, the first one we're going to roll into is this case study that I recently saw posted on Midtown Video's Instagram. It was an awesome project that you did with Don Francisco. Can you introduce this and tell us a little bit about it?
We were so honored to be contacted by Don Francisco to help build out the production studio in a really untraditionally small space for a live television production. You know, they're on CNN Español. It's called Reflexiones 2021. Don Francisco is interviewing guests from around the world. They're even producing this show, not just in Miami, but sometimes they're traveling, and the control room is always Miami. So the need to do it remotely, the need to bring in remote guests all through this centralized production engine powered by NDI was really, really interesting for us.
Cámaras, con prompter, con pantallas, con torretas de luces en cada pantalla. Yo he quedado muy contento con el trabajo que ellos han hecho, porque el corazón de esto es un TriCaster Elite, que es la última versión de los TriCasters, según me han dicho. Además que tenemos una nube virtual, se maneja entre 3 y 4 personas en total, donde está el periodista, la persona que hace los prompters, quien maneja la nube virtual, quien maneja las cámaras. Normalmente esto en un canal de televisión se hacía con 20 personas.
You know, and the other thing that Midtown Video was involved in is, Jesse, you host kind of like a virtual happy hour, and you're bringing guests in, even our own Glenn Seaman, as remote guests into your show. Tell us about that workflow.
One of the cool things about NDI is it's still sort of experimental and it's free, right? So we downloaded NDI 5.5 software free from New Tech. We found that there's this new tool called Ndi Remote, which, you know, and it empowers users to appear live via WebRTC, but without the resolution restrictions by systems like Zoom and others. It is new, right? You need to have a little bit of know-how to experiment with it. So who better to turn to than Glenn at Broadfield to experiment with me. We brought him in live for one of our happy hour shows, and I think you'll be impressed by the result.
Yeah, let's definitely check out that clip.
Have you guys been using NDI? I have. As a replay operation now has gone remote, we're doing, you know, melts from Miami for Lambeau Field. We need tools to bring in guests of the show remotely. And New Tech has provided just that in a program called NDI Remote. From Texas, remind me the city in Texas, please welcome Glenn Seaman.
I mean, I've been, you know, NDI for a number of years now. The thing I love about NDI is, you know, granted we haven't had a trade show, but it used to be every time I went to NAB, Infocom, whatever, there were more and more folks supporting NDI, and it was just great to see the growth of that. You know, 2020 really was the year of NDI because everybody had to be, you know, socially distanced. Everybody had to do this, and you know, I've always said NDI is built for that. And you know, as we're showing now, you know, with what we're shooting with NDI 5, now if you're on the network, you can get NDI video almost anywhere, and that's just really been great. It's been a great game changer for being able to bring people that are video novices into the world. I mean, granted, they have different technologies they need to learn.
You know, it's worth mentioning that Glenn is appearing on our show using this tool, NDI Remote. Glenn's getting tally information right through this NDI Remote program. It's a pretty effective tool, and like I said, unfettered by the resolution and bandwidth limitations of programs like Zoom and Teams. It's using the WebRTC protocol.
Now, Jesse, I just want to say the greatest thing about that story is that you're actually using the tools that your customers are asking you to integrate for their solutions. And I think that's what makes Midtown Video so successful. One of the really nice things that I like about NDI and the NDI workflows is that these are super technical tools that become tools for creative people to share their message and to get the video out to their audience. And that's what I think is really illustrated by this next case study with the virtual jazz concert.
Daniel Sell, who's an orchestral percussionist. You know, he plays in symphonies, but he also is a major producer of video shows, productions, I don't know. Well, this jazz show was in person for years and years, and because of COVID, it had to go virtual. So Danny teamed up with us, and we turned a quasi-outdoor amphitheater into a complete production studio thanks to NDI. I mean, there was network cables ran all over this place.
I was originally contacted in June. They were seriously considering canceling it at that point when they figured they'd try to do it as a virtual event. Then we did a few tests to prove that it could be done as a virtual event, and everybody was satisfied.
Midtown Video became involved in the series when Danny Sell, one of our frequent vendors, clients, one of our closest friends, approached us to help augment his equipment that he was going to use to stream the show. He was looking for more cameras, some interesting technology.
We have a large screen monitor, the TriCaster. We've got a computer for transmission. We have a computer for receiving the stream back to us. And I have a computer off this side that does the titling with New Blue. Then we set up the cameras, set up the NDI network.
Particularly here, where Danny needed more camera sources than baseband inputs on the TriCaster, NDI is an obvious choice. It also opened up the production to use external computers for graphics, external monitors, just picking up NDI feeds off of the TriCaster. Like I say, TriCaster is great for any production, but particularly multi-camera virtual events, that's where it really shines.
When I look at all the things that are being done as live stream events now, they're all using different cameras, they're all using different streaming devices or streaming software, but the guts of them all seem to be the same. They're all using NDI, and many of them are using TriCaster.
But one of our key mottos has been that 2020 was the year where the pandemic really accelerated change and made a lot of people start going into live production. What we're seeing in 2021 and expect in 22 is that each of these people are now going to look for ways to do it better and better. Which, Jesse, I was super interested in learning a lot more about this dress rehearsal and the Miami Short Film Festival Awards.
The annual awards ceremony had to move from in-person, where the directors of the films were coming in from Turkey and Australia and Japan and all over the world, you know, experiencing an awards gala in a theater with physical awards being handed out. Anyway, COVID version of the ceremony had to be online. We've got TriCaster 2 Elite, we've got Live Call Connect. Don't just do a Zoom, let's really produce an award ceremony together. Everybody's on a Zoom call.
Right.
And we have some clips of the films of the nominees, you know, so that we could say, and in this category, the 5 nominees are, and we'd play 30-second clip, 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 clip right out of the TriCaster. Then we would announce the winner, and we would cut to that specific participant from the Zoom call. I was going to be fine for the show, but come time for the dress rehearsal, I fell ill. You know, it wasn't COVID, thankfully. It was just,
thank goodness.
So I used an off-the-shelf remote desktop program. Now from my home, from my laptop, I'm controlling an actual computer at the Midtown Video LAN. I opened up the free tool from NewTek, NDI Studio Monitor. I engaged the KVM control, and now from my home, I have the entire interface control of the TriCaster TC2 Elite in our control room.
Jesse, thank you so much for sharing these stories today, man. Any parting words for our customers who are looking into these live productions?
Sure. Yeah, Midtown Video is ready to accept your challenges. Let us know. Get in touch with us. There's our website. You can call us. If you've got a show or a challenge coming up that you need a creative, engaging, and empowering solution, we'd love to be the engine behind that power. We know this stuff very well, and we're willing to learn even more. The nice thing about our clients is they can even know more than we do. You know, it's always impressive to meet people with big, exciting plans, and it's so satisfying to help them carry them out. So we're looking forward to hearing from folks with big plans.
And I hope that you do. And I hope any of our customers who are looking at going down this path, definitely give Jesse's team a call. Midtown Video is a great company to work with. They got some great stories, some great experiences to share as well. Thank you again, Jesse, for joining us. Until next NDI November, we'll see you in the year.
Great to be with you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.